What's up? Welcome back to Nowstalgia. Dave here with the review of Aespa's 6th mini album, 6th EP, Rich Man. Man, Aespa, SM Entertainment K-pop group, coming off a truly spectacular 2024. To me, they had, without a question, the best year in K-pop last year. You had the success of Supernova and Armageddon earlier in the year, the Japanese single Hot Mess, which was a completely underrated banger, the Karina solo track Up, of course, the spectacular Whiplash. Phenomenal year. Aespa really, to me, fully blossomed and fully came into their own as a group after, to me, being a bit inconsistent prior to last year. And now we're at a point where they are a huge force in K-pop, right? In terms of K-pop girl groups. I think they're super certified at this point. And they're a preeminent act, and that's great. And this is the first full-length project that we've gotten from them following the loose single Dirty Work from a few months ago, which is surprisingly not included on the Rich Man track list. Not really sure why that's the case. Unfortunately, Aespa's 6th EP, Rich Man, does not maintain the spectacular momentum they carried throughout all of 2024. I find this EP super inferior to their previous two releases. And the strange exclusion of Dirty Work only makes this EP weaker. The title track, Rich Man, is simply not up to snuff when you compare it to songs like Whiplash or Armageddon. This song has one of the weakest Aespa hooks in recent memory. It's just underwritten. It's just not there. And unfortunately, I didn't really care for most of the album cuts either. I was incredibly disappointed by this album because I just loved everything they did last year. I thought they really did not put a foot wrong. And to follow it up with Rich Man, to me, is just such a letdown. I think just musically, vocally, songwriting wise, it's just not there. You know, I think this is towards the bottom for me of all their EPs, to be honest. I don't know how it went this poorly, but that's what happened. You know, with that song Rich Man, you have this spoken intro from Giselle. Get some guitar, get some bass drum. The vocals start out pretty high energy, but ultimately that hook, I am a rich man, I take care of myself. There's just not enough to it. You know, it's just not good enough. It's just a thin chorus. I think the verse 2 Giselle delivery is pretty nice. The outro rap, it's actually pretty hard, but just not a song I really enjoy listening to all that much. Drift, you have this whistle, you have this kick drum. I think the Karina vocals are pretty catchy on it. I like those snaps on the pre-chorus, the build up to the drop. Again, though, another thin chorus. It just feels empty. I think the outro chant with the group vocals, you know, the group chant sounds pretty cool. I like the bells there as well, but another song that just doesn't really work for me. Bubble, you have these like bop it intro vocals, which I'm using. I think the drums are better here. The song, though, to me is just very strange. I think that second chorus throws in some synths at least, but yeah, another strange one to me. Count on Me, definitely a big downshift here. The best pure singing, definitely on the project overall. I think the Aespa members sound good here. It actually becomes more of a lively beat as the song goes, so perhaps this is probably the highlight for me, surprisingly. Angel 48, the BPM definitely gets picked back up, tempo-wise here. Definitely more dancey. Vocals, though, a bit restrained. You know, some spoken word sections. You know, I think vocally, like Aespa, they're SM. You know, they are great singing, all four of them, and there's just not a lot of great moments of that, right? You think of like the power of Winter's voice. Doesn't have many chances to jump out on this project. It's just a shock. To the Girls, the last track, guitar comes back, but vocally, I thought it was pretty dull. So yeah, I was really shocked at how let down it ended up being by this. And I'll continue to go back to the stuff from last year, because again, Armageddon, Supernova, Set the Tone, Hot Mess, Whiplash, even the Whiplash remix with Steve Aoki, man, banger, banger, banger. I love Up. I love the sound of the new Karina solo that's unreleased right now that they're performing live. That has a lot of promise as well. Sounds pretty cool. So hopefully we get that soon. But yeah, Rich Man, to me, this one clearly came in wet. If you're an Aespa fan, tell me what you like about this. Because again, I'm coming to this as someone who loved what they did last year. And I just don't know how you can appreciate this. Like, this is so clearly less interesting. and less fun to revisit than what happened last year. I just don't get it. So let me know if you get it. Tell me what it is I'm missing. But for more music reviews, more K-pop reviews, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.